before we get to the story time, viewer subscription advised. Alright. My dad gave me this. Once upon a time, this is how I got my very first whooping. I was about 8 and 9, okay? It's about on a good Friday, Thursday, whatever you want to call it. Had fun, didn't know what was going on. Alright, so me and my friend, we were chilling out the whole day, you know? Chilling out the whole day, and so I went over his house, right? And he was like, "Hey TJ, you wanna go to the pool?" And I was like, "Hey, why not?" So I went over my house, and I asked my dad. I was like, "Hey Dad, can I go to the pool?" And he was like,
"Nah, B. You gonna go to your grandma's."
And I was like literally, one word went in and out the other. Like I don't even know. So a few minutes later, man, I went back to his house. I must have forgotten what my dad said, right? I must have forgotten what my dad said. So I went back to my friend's house. Let's call him Hot Dog. I went back to his house, and we just started. We played a little bit Xbox, Black Ops, all the old school games back in Xbox 360. So he's like, "Ready to go to the pool?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go." He gave me my towel and everything, Yeah. Because I remember my dad, he said no, and I forgot to bring swimming trunks. Oh, no. Because I remember because I forgot I wasn't allowed to go. And then I forgot somehow, so I borrowed a pair of shorts from him, right? So we walked down to the pool, right? Not even like a minute away. We walked down to the pool, right? And back then I lived in an apartment, so we went to the pool, had a good time, It was lit actually that day, I think they were grilling and stuff at the pool, right? And then so later on, I was just staring off in the middle of nowhere. And my friend was like, "Yo, you alright?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then it finally hit me. My dad said,
"Come back ASAP."
And I was like, he could wait. He could wait. It'll be alright. Everything will be alright. And then so, everything went alright. And then later on, like not even 2 minutes later, my dad's car pulled up. Like here's the pool, here's the fence, and then here's his car just pulled up. His car just pulled up, and I was like, "Oh snap!" He yelled,
"Hey yo, Larock!"
I was like, "Oh snap! Hey Eric, I gotta go." So I got his towel and dropped myself off. Pause. I got his towel, he used it in whatever, and then and then we went to the car. We went to the car, and then like, in order for you to turn around to go back to the house, we had to go down a cul-de-sac, down the road, and go around the cul-de-sac. So as we was driving down, he's looking through the little mirror thingy, right there. I can't think of the name. The rear view mirror. So he's looking through the rear view mirror with dead silence. I was like, "Yo, Dad, is Mom home?" And he's like,
"Yeah, she's home."
And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then it was dead silence. Took like a minute to go home, whatever. So we pull up in the parking lot, go in the house. And as soon as he opened the door, like he was in front of me, he held the door forward first, and he let me go in. He's like,
"Go in your room."
I was like, "Oh my gosh!" He didn't say like, "Go in your room." He was like,
"Go in your room."
So that minute, I knew I was screwed, man. I was screwed. So like, I started walking really slow, right? So I ended up going to my room, right? And then I was waiting in there. My heart was like, do. I was freaking sweating like crazy. I was freaking sweating like crazy. Like, you have no idea, man. You have no idea. I was sweating like crazy, man. And then 10 minutes later, he came. He came.
Yo, what did I tell you? I told you to come back home ASAP, and you didn't.
He had one of like the leather Jamaican belts, not this cheap crap. And he was like,
I'm sick and tired. Yo, you forgot.
I still had my clothes on. I was still wet. He was like, ouch.
He's like, I'm sick and tired.
Yo, like, it was the worst pain I could ever imagine. I still remember it like it was yesterday, bro. I was on the floor, bro. He was beating me. My legs, my back, bro. It wasn't abuse. And eventually he was like,
Take your clothes off.
I bust out into tears, bro. I mean, obviously the first 2 licks, I started crying. Obviously the first 2 licks, you're gonna cry, so. After he told me to take my clothes off, bro, I knew my life was over. I tried to crawl. I tried crawling
Under the bed.
You know, I tried to crawl into bed just to escape and whatever. Bruh, I couldn't escape. I could not escape. He pulled my leg.
Get over here!
He pulled my leg, bro. Beating me. My leg, my back, my leg, my back. Yo, I'll say that whooping lasts about 20 licks. I'm not even gonna lie. 20, 25 licks, bro. Yo, it was so crazy, man. And then as soon as he got done, you know that last lick? Oh, that's the most painful lick. That last lick, when he just stops and talks, he's like,
Have you learned your lesson? You gonna listen to your mom? You gonna stop disrespecting us, huh?
I was like, yes.
and he's like,
Now get in the shower.
Ah.
that's how I reacted, bro. Listen, y'all, I was scratching my nose, alright? As I was in the shower, bro, just sitting there, thinking, what have I done? Because at that time, I didn't know what I was doing wrong. Meanwhile, man, my mom took me to my grandma's house, bro. I was just crying all the time with my grandma. Because I remember my dad and my mom, they went to like a little party or something with their cousins or whatever. And then I was just sobbing to my grandma. I was like, Mama. I call her Mama. I was like, Mama. My dad spanked me. She already knew about it. I don't know how. I don't know. But later on that night, I called my mom. When I called her, she was already she was still at the party, whatever. I was like,
That mom, Dad beat me. He spanked me.
she's like, I know, TJ. I know. I was like, hold on. Bro, I will never forget that spanking, bro. It's the worst spanking I ever felt in my life. The worst. Appreciate y'all for looking at this video. Peep the gold chain, though. Oh my gosh, I gotta put that shoebox all the way up again. All the way up. Go all the way up. Are you done? Are you done?